Hello, everyone, and welcome to Player Hater Gaming. My name is Brandon Ross. I am your host and dungeon master for tonight's episode. Before we get started, I just want to say hello, table.
Hello.
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 I love talking to my table because these guys are amazing. I cannot lift them up enough for the great characters they have made. So well, I mean, you guys are great. You love what you do. You really are.
You're amazing too.
I just roll dice. I just roll dice and make puzzles.
The important dice.
Yeah,
They
the
are very
important
important
dice.
dice.
Yeah, you rolled the death saves. That's the important die.
Yeah. All right, before I get to racking down through here, let's do something right for once almost. There we go. Let's turn on some channel point eaters. There we go. If you have those lovely channel points and you want to get rid of them, and you see the numbers underneath the characters' avatars are not a 3, which is the most
Which
they
none of
can
them
hold.
are at the moment.
Feel free to use those channel points and give up who they're going to. I will update it before we get started because I'll make somebody else count them. That's not me. So, anyways. That's called delegation, DMs, and you should always do it. Before we get into it, we will go over some quick announcements real fast. Don't forget that if you are here and enjoying our content, please feel free to give us a like here. Check us out. Go check out our YouTube. Check out our TikTok. Check out our other streams we have, which currently we do have a Sunday night stream, which is amazing. If you're already following us here and you want a little bit more, maybe some closer interaction, jump over to our Discord. We do have 2 that we keep. One is much more for sharing memes, talking life, things like that, community announcements. The other one that we have, I will speak on because our loving David is unfortunately not with us for a little bit. We love you very much, David. We miss you. Can't wait to have our favorite Dragonborn tank back. But until then, the other tank, I'm sure, will do a fantastic job. Oh, it's going to be, oof. The 2 of you are at the table for too long. It's going to be hard to have 2 big-ass tanks with this fucking support party. And also damage dealing party. And just shenanigans all around. It's going to be, oof.
I'll just wait till I can summon the undead.
Do I have to?
No, just wait until I can fly. It'll be fine.
I mean, you either have to kill me before level 5, or find a way of dealing with my zombie army.
Got it.
No,
One more
generally
level.
Don't try and test the DM
One
right
more
before you
level.
level up.
I love testing Brandon. It's a lot of fun.
He does, yeah. It's a lot of fun. Is my camera off? Did I move it the wrong way? What's going on here?
No, I
supposed
see
to
you.
be over there. No, I wasn't very centered on it. I was like, why are you not centered? Sorry, y'all. Anyways, the other Discord that we have is the Ashurma Land of Prosperity Discord. And its purpose is to be a place to where you can play D&D over text-based, or there are voice channels as well. They have a lot of amazing things in that complex server. Don't let that scare you either. It is very easy to understand and fun to use, but they have guilds, they have missions, they have lore, they have combat, they have tons of things. That's a lot of fun. If you don't know how to play D&D and you just heard about it through other sources or here, we will happily teach you how to play in that server. We love teaching new players, and we love also just having a lot of fun. That's really what tabletop gaming is all about to 99% of the people, is we just want to have fun and tell stories. I think beyond from that, this Sunday and last Sunday, we are doing our March one-shot, which is expanding because, as most things do, a lot of unplanned things happens. And what's so special about these short series that we're doing is that it is from our Patreon. It is our first one-shot that we launched back in March, and it has everything needed to run that one-shot. It came with maps, an outline, monster encounters, a custom magical item, a custom NPC, and a custom monster. These are things you can get with our Patreon tiers. If you want to go check it out, feel free to head over there. There's links just below us in the little boxy thing. It says support or Patreon. I don't really remember because I'm a bad person when it comes to running the logistical sides of things. But the link will be in the chat here shortly. Beyond from that, as I can hear him furiously going.
Not furiously. It's just a loud keyboard.
Just a loud keyboard.
A big dude with a mechanical keyboard. It happens.
It happens, yeah. I get it. You're like 6'6", I'm 6'4". It happens. And then there's the policia coming for us because we're not supposed to be playing D&D.
How dare
Illegal,
you?
run! Anyways, I think that wraps up all the announcements. Does anybody else has anything I forgot about? Okay, guess not. So we will get into tonight's episode of Tales of the Skytorn. Last we left off, we had followed the party in its most recent endeavors as they traveled across the Cloud Ocean, encountering interesting characters, formidable foes, and temporarily losing one of their own. Rescuing Eva from the dreamscape, and finally getting to their destination of Rees. The party left the ship they were tasked to spy on, I guess you should say in quotations, like spy on. The information they gathered, certainly valuable to them. As they switched ships and began to head back home, or at least what had become home, picking up a new person who was also passing through. Large female barbarian by the name of Zahn, with a very intimidating axe she spent probably too much time sharpening.
Yup.
Barely a day or two into their journey, they came across a unique, rather mobile floating landmass. Well, obviously not unheard of in such a world. It was certainly strange to one particular party member, as it was very familiar to the doctor in his homeland. Begging, pleading, and finally persuading to be allowed one raft, the party took off towards the island. Discovering someone else was living there, and it was not exactly the island the doctor was familiar with, but a much smaller section of it. After meeting the person that had moved in, hearing their tales about how they were a failed merchant who had just discovered upon this place, took up residence. Wanting some more answers of their own, the party fanned out, searched the land, and found a strange underground network of tunnels. It eventually led them to what seemed to be whatever source of power was allowing this place to remain above the Cloud Ocean, in spurts. Figuring the connection to whatever main source had been severed or dampened due to whatever caused this chunk of land to be severed from the main piece. They returned, told some of their findings, and through persuasive roles and good roleplay in general, convinced the person and his family they should leave, for the island could fall, probably in the next couple days or weeks. As we go into the long rest, is there anything anybody wanted to do for the night before we close it into it?
I think she's still teaching Elvish.
Elvish and in return, I'm teaching them Nosh.
Yee.
Okay. I will keep that in mind from the roleplay aspect. It's not a lot of dedicated time in one night, but I will keep a mental note of how many nights and how much time all of you dedicate toward this.
Yeah, luckily, they're just teaching me Elvish right now. I don't think Zahn has an interest in it yet. But
Nope.
I am teaching both of them Nosh.
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else?
Zan's just going to be actually quietly meditating in a corner somewhere.
Okay.
Oh, you mean she's not going to be sharpening her axe?
Maybe that's part of her meditation. You don't know.
Mm.
Meh.
I feel like Red is in this space where she actually really likes Sun, but is intimidated by her, and so wants
Yeah.
to be mad at her for no reason.
Right?
No
She
idea
needs
what
to
you're
find a
talking
Very
reason.
about.
aggressive, but also very not aggressive at the same time. Like, you're not directly aggressive, you're indirectly aggressive.
hmm
Yep.
Just needling, getting under the skin.
It's fine.
Mhm.
I have tough skin. It'll take a lot to get through. Meh. Yeah, she's probably just, quietly sitting in a corner. She probably has her axe on her lap. She's always prepared to decapitate somebody. But she's probably just sitting there quietly, meditating,
Mm.
doing her thing.
Please just don't decapitate the cat if it decides to get interested.
I will try not to.
Okay. As we go into the long rest, everybody eventually finds sleep. Did you stay? Where did everybody stay? You staying in the house somewhere?
Yes, because the island goes below the clouds, and only the second floor up is
Mhm.
clear of it. But believe all the family sleeps upstairs, so all the rooms upstairs are taken.
Yeah. So all of you find somewhere to eventually bed down in the downstairs. Some of you going to the kitchen, some to the kids' playroom. Twilly eventually finding a place to nuzzle up with Eva, digging in with kitty biscuits.
Indeed. I owe you something.
Huh?
Been a while. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Where? $18.
You're fine.
For the night.
You're fine. But Zahn, as sleep takes you, you don't dream. You experience the past. As you find yourself amongst a very familiar sight. You are walking through a open field, farther and wider than one you've ever seen with your own eyes. But as you walk, you feel that guiding force just urging you to take the path less traveled, to see the world for what it may be. You look down to the grass and the weeds beside you, and your vision focuses. You can see down to the smallest minute detail, the smallest insects and worms crawling in the underbrush. As you look up, you can see the space above you. Creatures, again, you've never personally seen, but flying through the air majestically. Some small, some a little larger. The sun warm on your face. Just another memory reminding you or urging you to remember. What? To remember a purpose for this? Why are you given this? Eventually the memory does fade. Next morning, does anybody stay up to do? Does anybody do watches? Be a good question.
I mean, if there's a lock on the door, I don't think she would.
The door does lock.
She would lock it.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, Zan probably stays up a little bit later for like an initial watch. Just kind of
Okay.
like, okay, new place.
Well, then before
The
we get
island
to
with
the,
elves.
what you experienced, go ahead and roll a perception check.
Ooh. Oh, 7.
Okay.
You see your ex.
Yeah.
As you are sitting there, you begin to see a little bit of this thick mist begin to roll in the door, cracks in the windows. You get up. You walk to one of the windows. Would you have a light source with you?
Yeah, because she can't see in the dark.
Okay, so you find like a small candle you can keep lit. And you hold it up to the window. And it's like being snowblind. It's just white. As you are currently unsure exactly how far under you are the cloud ocean.
Yeah, she's kind of grimaces at it and just like glares at the mist out the window. Even though it's not a thing, she still glares at it.
I'm going to intimidate the mist.
Yeah, there's a little grumble, but she'll go sit back down and then eventually rest.
Okay. Eventually, all of you have your long rest. The morning comes. I would say you probably get woken up by the sound of kids wanting to play, be rambunctious. It's early. They're kids.
I'd be surprised if we didn't.
Yeah. Eventually, the mother and the father come down, and you can see they've packed. They're bringing down bags.
Good to see you've already packed.
Yeah, figured. I mean, it's a nice place, but after talking it over, yeah, we don't want to die here.
No. As much as you want to call this place home and have a stable life for your children here, it's not the place. Well, I think maybe after some breakfast, something to get us going, we might take a look back downstairs.
I like how that was a question once you heard the dice rolling.
A little bit.
Don't worry about me.
Like,
Go on. I'm not here.
no.
We're gonna
So,
take a little bit of time to get packed, but we can be ready by lunch.
perfect.
Well, if we're leaving out today, I want to go check out back down that below and check something out.
I'm going back down there anyway.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right. All right.
We'll
You have a very simple breakfast.
Mhm.
And then pretty much right after breakfast, they just start packing more.
I'll probably ask, is there a place we can attach a raft to your boat? I don't
Well,
see
I
a point in
mean,
leaving it behind. We don't have
no
to.
rope. You can tell he definitely looks just unsure of his answer.
Maybe have a lease behind the boat as we go.
Drag it along, yeah.
So
As
long
long
as
as it's not going to slow the boat down.
God,
we had the
no,
same
just
thought.
one raft. Fine.
Are you reading my mind now?
Good lord.
Um,
All right. So you guys are gonna head
Don't
back over
tempt
there?
me there, Zan.
All right. Well, I guess with that sorted, we head after breakfast. We head out to go back to the cliff's edge, and I'm sure our rope's still there. Probably.
Yep. No one. I don't think anybody picked it up, did they?
No one mentioned they picked it up.
Mm-mm. Weren't we going to try and do this when they were on the boat so that we could get on there quickly, just in case the island began to sink?
Is the idea, but we need to do some preparations before that. Mainly, how we getting a potentially unconscious individual out of here, other than just lifting them up, making it climb more difficult for someone else.
Climb won't be difficult for me. Whether or not I'll be able to do it in an expedient amount of time is another story.
All right. Well, you know, we could always take the raft down there, couldn't we?
I won't go below the clouds. We're not designed to. If it does go below the clouds, it's sunk.
Mm.
From my understanding, at least.
We'll be all right down there as long as we don't blow ourselves up,
Mhm.
blow them up.
Shouldn't have anything like that happen, but
I was more concerned with how we're getting our elfie friend back up here.
Leave that to me.
All right.
I mean, I can probably just carry them.
Can you carry them and climb back out at the same time? 'Cause
Yeah.
I have spider climb. I don't need my hand.
I mean, we'll figure out a way.
We'll do it together.
Teamwork.
Okay. Write this down.
Yeah.
Okay. Zahn, you watch as once again Eva just walks off the edge. Her body seeming to adjust with the wall and then just walk straight down.
I'm still very tempted to try that.
Don't let me stand in your way.
I mean, you wouldn't be able to stop me anyways. You're not strong enough.
Red absolutely glares at her now.
Zahn just smirks.
You're going to find one of your nights unpleasant very shortly, I assure you.
That's going to happen anyway, dear. Come on now. Let's go.
True enough.
All of you head down into a very familiar stone-worked hallway with 4 long runs of arcane runes carved into the corners. Eventually making your way back to a familiar, large, spherical chamber. From its base to its tip, along the outer walls, just shelves and shelves and shelves of these stone, presumably sarcophagi.
No, I identified that there's straight up sarcophaguses.
Yep.
So I assume we just choose the one closest to the exit.
It would be prudent, probably.
Or did we want to free the one that Eva was talking to?
It'd be hard to identify which one he's in.
Right.
No, we know which one he was in because that was
Oh, wasn't it glowing?
reset. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
You guys did identify which one it was.
Okay. Well, it's up to all of you. I'm just, I'll be ready to perform any medical services that need to be done on the individual once they're out.
Do we know how to get them out without killing them?
When I identified the sarcophaguses, was
Huh?
there any? Did I learn any methods of how to open these things?
Don't believe you would have, given the nature of identify. I will double check myself.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it does say you learn its properties and how to use them. Hmm. I would say you understand that it can open, but I wouldn't say the opening and closing of it would be a property of the device.
Okay. Plus, they're also sealed, anyways.
Right. But the purpose of the device isn't to be open and closed. It's just a feature of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know that it just opens. You just crack open the side and pick it up.
Okay. Then,
but looking at it, to put it into perspective, it's almost like someone just took an arcane chain and wrapped it around it. Like it's sealed from a method that's not included in the device.
Could always use knock.
It's up to you. You're the only one I think that has anything that might even be.
other than the brute strength from Zahn,
Right, I'll use knock then.
Okay.
are we doing it now?
Whenever we decide to do it.
Okay.
Thought that was our
Have to
purpose
try
down
something.
here. Right.
Okay. You cast knock.
Are we all prepared?
Do we know the boat's able to leave as soon as we can?
I mean, we probably would have waited till noon, right?
We would have waited until close, more than
Sure call.
likely, because that's the purpose for being down here, is to get the elf.
Gotcha.
Okay. So you all took your time getting here. You got here. You waited a good couple hours.
While I'm down here and we're waiting,
Uh-huh.
can I try to just reach out again? Maybe not necessarily to the same individual, but try to see if I can pick up on those voices again.
Sure. Go ahead and roll me a let me think here. Roll me a wisdom check.
17.
As you compose your force of will mentally, you begin to pick up on the sounds that are almost always there. They don't ever really go away for you. You've just learned how to choose when to hear them. And seeing as you are choosing and you are putting a direct focus on this, you do begin to hear just a little more audibly to you, just this constant low whisper throughout the chamber. Just like, I see that.
And does this sound like one or does this sound like many?
Many.
Okay, yeah. I'm just gonna keep that like half focused in my mind while we're waiting, since I don't want to fuck with anything right now. Mainly just listen and see if I can pick up on anything.
Okay. Anybody else have anything before we go with knock?
Zan is going to keep her axe out, prepared to, either hit the thing that comes out if it attacks Red or not.
Okay.
Red is going to do a last minute check over, like a physical check to see if there's any other way to open this other than magical.
Make an investigation check.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm. I'm going to put one of my help die on that. Cool. 15. All right.
All right. Big 15. Huge numbers. As you are looking through this, the doctor walks over and just points out seam. You can just see the little faintest trail of like beaded stonework, like it's been welded to it.
Okay. But other than the welding, like a way for someone to just lift.
If the welding wasn't there, it probably was there.
No.
Okay. All right. Well, then I suppose it's Knock.
Doc will be prepping a what's it called? Gentle repose just in case, but I don't think it's needed.
She's going to be standing a little bit back because the range is 60 feet. So she's probably going to be like at least 30 away.
Okay. I need you to make
jeez.
a wisdom saving throw.
Cool. Oh, hey. That's a 16.
Okay. As you focus your attention on this box, Red, you watch as your spell impacts with whatever arcane force is keeping this locked, and the lid is blown off of it.
Oh God.
And there's a moment of silence before you see a hand reach up at the edge of the sarcophagus, and then a second hand, and then a third.
Oh?
And a fourth. And a fifth.
Are they normal hands?
6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. You realize they're normal human-looking hands, but they're beginning to almost like ink blot crawl their way towards you in rapid succession as they all begin to launch towards you.
Oh, cute.
When they get to you, where do you think Red's center of gravity would be the strongest? Is she more of like a balls to the toes kind of individual? Is she more flat-footed standing?
She would be flat-footed.
So you watch as eventually all these hands come together to make this horrible monstrosity amalgamation of a larger hand. And
Cool.
it slams you in the middle of your body, knocking you onto your ass and backwards by a solid 10 feet. You suffer 12 points of psychic damage.
Mhm.
As the rest of you watch, her spell goes off. You hear the loud knocking noise that's telltale with the spell hit. You watch dozens of runes over this sarcophagus light up, and then you just see Red just get blasted 10 feet back.
Security.
I don't think it worked.
Coffee is still closed, right?
Yes.
Doc, we just go over and help up Red.
Thank you.
You all right?
Temper prevention. Smart.
I'll be all right. Well, it's safe to say they
Doctor
have...
and Eva, the two of you begin to feel a very slight tremor in the stonework around you and this chamber.
Do we want to chance brute force? I think it's safe to say if they had this kind of defense against magic, they probably have something against physical too. Unless that's just the welding.
It might just be that. I could try. Are you okay?
Can I do an Arcana check to identify what was probably causing Red to go flying like that?
Sure. Go ahead.
That is a 24.
24.
Jesus.
Looking everything over, did you take counterspell?
No, it did not. That's third level spell. We don't have third levels yet.
I
Yeah.
couldn't remember
Yeah.
that we got there yet or not. That's my apologies.
One more level.
Do you plan on
Can't spell
taking?
magic either, which helps.
For roleplay purposes, are you taking counterspell?
I don't plan on it.
Okay. So as you look over this sarcophagus and you begin trying to see what runes are still lighting up as they're beginning to fade, you've read about the ability to shred magic, and you've studied about how to rend magic in the moment of casting. But what's interesting is that it has elements of that, and as you look at like this, okay, I can see how this could have worked, and then you finally, especially the 24, you see the last runes begins to go out. You can see it was purpose. It looked like they took abjuration and enchantment, and they blended them together to make essentially a reflect.
Okay.
Eva and Doctor, that trembling is still constant.
Can we pinpoint a source? Or is it just like the entire island?
It seems to be the entire room.
Okay. Clearly our efforts are not appreciated.
Clearly.
No surprise there.
Trying to
So
think.
should I try to whack it anyways?
I don't
See what
see it.
happens.
I don't see it going well for you personally, but
Let me try one last
I've
thing.
had
This
worse.
might not work.
Ah, fuck it.
if you're gonna hit it after Eva does her thing. If you're still gonna hit it, I have a thing for you before you hit it.
Given that I can hear the voice.
Well,
And
and
I've
they also
heard-
they riled up in that moment.
Yeah. And given that I have heard an individual voice before,
Uh-huh.
this is going to be a fucking long shot. I want to see if I can simultaneously single out the voice and also cast message to the what I assume is a body in the sarcophagus. Because message will go through 1 foot of stone, which I hope a wall is not 1 foot thick for a sarcophagus.
Okay. Yeah.
And I want to try to do both of them at the same time, and I'm just going to shout at them to wake up.
Roll a charisma check. Excuse me, a spellcasting check. So charisma and your proficiency bonus.
Is that the same as a spell attack?
Yes.
Cool. We'll just do that. God, that's a 9.
9. As you cast a spell, you don't feel it find any intelligible creature.
Yep.
But what you do get back is a quick, intense scream muffled to a whisper. It just says,
Turn to Zan. You've got one swipe at that thing, and then we're getting the fuck out of here.
as you turn to look at Zam, you see just past them for a moment, as they are taller than you, but you can see past them as you look over. You now identify what that low tremble was. As you look, a wall and a door that had receded into the wall is beginning to block the passage into this room.
Oh no.
How much time do we have before it closes?
It's a good question. Roll initiative.
Oh, great.
I hope I go before Zan to help her out with her thing.
Do I have that yet? I don't.
Okay.
My notoriously low initiative rolls. Let's go.
Oh.
Holy shit, Zan.
All right. Zahn, then Doctor, and Eva. Then we'll just skip a few spaces down and go. No, I'm kidding. I'll just wait till someone rolls a natural 1 on their initiative. It's hilarious.
Oh, I'm waiting for it.
Or a 20. There's also perks to each end of the dice on my initiative rolls. Something fun I thought I would try out.
Ooh.
Zahn, quick to react and pick up on that instinct of fight or flight. You just see Eva's eyes widen. You turn over and look over your shoulder, and you can see everyone at this point is at least probably to get to where you need to be. The closest person would actually be Red to the door, but
Okay.
she's still like 35 feet from the door.
Okay.
So if you were on your way to be closer to, like, Doctor, you're next to the box.
Yes.
You're probably, I would say, we're going to put you, actually, I'm going to make a tracker here.
Mhm.
I'm going to say, Doctor, I'm going to say you are the furthest away at 70 feet. Because the entire thing I said was 85 feet across, correct?
I believe so.
Okay, so we're going to
Or
put
60.
so I thought I said 85, but if it was 60, we'll say 60, so I'll put you 60 feet away.
I don't remember because you were mentioning the size thing for our dark vision stuff. So
Yeah. Well, we'll just say you're 60 feet away. We'll keep it that easy. Zahn, you would be, because Doctor, you're next to it right now, correct?
well, I did go help Red up.
Mm-hmm.
You did help Red up. Okay, so 2 of you, that makes it easier though. We'll put you at 35 feet. Eva, I'm going to put you at 40 feet.
Easy.
And Zahn, you're going to be next to Eva at 40 feet.
Cool beans.
So let's see here. The top of the round. First thing. Nobody. No, you did. You did beat. Oh, wow. I got to make sure I know that. You beat 20. Zahn, take your turn.
All she can see is the door closing.
Y'all, did you guys bring a light source down here?
I mean, Zen would have to have one, so yes.
So you have your torch in your hand. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see the door starting to close.
She is going to use her movement and her action to dash.
Okay.
And she is going to move in between where the door is closing. Is it wide enough that she can like put her hands there and try and like hold it open?
Yeah, it's just starting to close, so I could say that you could be able to get there, and you would have to use your action to state you're going to brace. So you use your action to dash.
Okay. That's fine. I will wait. Because I don't want to rage yet, but at the same time I'm like, do I want to prepare and rage? And then bonus action stab myself? Nah, that's fine. I will run to the door.
Okay.
And look like I shall brace for the door.
Okay. On initiative count 20, the entire room begins to light up. All the arcane runes begin to glow brighter. And then there's just a flash. I need everyone to make a wisdom saving throw.
I nat 20'd that.
So did I.
Jesus. I have something for this.
17.
Trying to help.
Yes.
I'm throwing throwing a health die on mine.
Don't abuse that. Only when natural 20s does that come out.
Cool.
Amazing.
13 for the doctor.
Fail. Eva.
17.
Succeed. Red.
20?
Succeed. Zahn.
21.
Succeed. Doctor. You feel all motivation leave your body. Your speed becomes 0, and you have no will to save yourself.
All right.
Doctor. You spent your turn not moving.
Yep.
Eva, it's your turn.
Said that's That was a wisdom saving throw?
Yes.
Bonus action, cast kinetic jaunt on myself, so my speed becomes 45. I should be able to get to that door no problem.
Yes.
Action, I am going to cast Charm Person on Doctor. And see if I can override whatever that effect was.
Okay.
So I need another wisdom saving
Make a
throw
wisdom
from
saving
Doc,
throw.
please.
She's banking on him failing. This is great. Roll an natural 20, please.
He still got a really good wisdom score, so like he could make this.
All right, get the roll again.
Yep.
Cool.
Like his +3, he could make it.
+5, you mean? So
What'd you get?
14.
My DC is 15.
Ooh, you are charmed. Fuck it. You know what? Fuck it. Jesus.
And I'm just
genius.
going to lead him with me if it'll allow. Because he should
Let
be
me-
friendly.
Look up the particulars of that spell. Charm person, correct?
Charm Person, yep.
So it regards you as a friendly acquaintance. That's a really good point here. Make a charisma check, Eva,
Oh god, okay.
to see if you can overpower Jesus.
24.
Oh, fucking Christ, yes. Good job. Doctor.
She's a bard.
Doctor, yeah, I know, but it's her spellcasting check. It only makes sense. Doctor, as you are in this moment of, what's the point? Why should I try? Nothing matters. It's just I'm gonna stay here and go down with the island. This is my home. I deserve to die with it. You just look over to Eva, and for a minute you
Fred.
have to. You don't hear the words she said. You don't hear, "Come here, friend." It takes you a moment to look through, and for a moment, the voice sounds different. Almost sounded like Elysia. You hear, "Come on. Much better places for you than this." And you get to your feet. And on your turn, you may move as your own.
Okay.
Maybe. There's still another round to go through.
Having achieved that, I am going to get within 5 feet of the door. Make sure that he still comes.
Okay. Red.
Mm.
It's your turn.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
Should be flying out that door. Thanks.
You gonna action dash through it?
E.
All right, you are gone. Top of initiative. Zahn. You can see
yeah,
Eva
she
is
is-
just 5 feet short. Red blows past you, and Doctor fell to his knees for a moment, and then you see him start to get back up.
She's going to. He's 45 away. 60.
He's 35 away.
He's 35 away. No,
You
she
can
can't.
make it there.
I know. She will brace the door to make sure that everybody gets through first.
Okay.
Yep.
Initiative count 20. All the runes light up once again. And there's a flash.
Damn it.
Anybody still in the room needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yep.
Deuces.
Because
What is happening?
My dice hate me today.
technically he's charmed for an hour, so is this just going to be a tug of war?
Should make
It-
the save with advantage, maybe.
yeah, you know what? That's a good point. Roll it again, Rod. I was wondering how I was going to incorporate that.
Oh,
Nope.
There you go. All right. Eva,
15.
fail. Doc,
Oh.
9.
fail. Zahn,
19.
success. Now, Zahn, did you rage?
No.
Make me a strength check as the door begins to close. More.
Okay. 17.
17, I will say, this round is a success. But you can feel the door is relentless.
Okay.
So you were able to slow its progress this round.
Okay. Noted.
Doctor, you spent your turn not moving.
Yep.
Eva, you spent your turn not moving.
Yep, that's fine.
Red, you're past the door. You watch two teammates just stand there.
I have a new plan.
A new plan.
Jeez.
What do you do?
I'm thinking, man.
Tick, 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 tick. The door is constantly moving. This is on a timer. I wish I could put a timer in Discord you guys could see. I could put one on the stream, but you guys wouldn't be able to see it that well.
And it'd be
It'd be
delayed.
delayed.
It'd be delayed too, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna go tick, tick, tick.
So
tick,
she's
tick,
how far
tick,
away now?
tick,
The
tick,
closest
tick,
one?
tick. How far past door did you go?
She would be waiting just on the other side.
And the closest one is about 35. No, sorry, closest one would be Eva. She's like 5 feet from the other side of the door.
She's 5 feet from the other side. I'm pulling her through.
Okay. Easy enough to do. You pull her through.
God. I don't think there's anything that I can really do to snap old boy out of it. Hold on.
Hold on.
When did I get this? Hold on.
When did you get what?
Detect thoughts?
I don't know. When did you pick it up?
Oh no, man.
Pretty sure you've had that for a while.
I thought you got it on a level up, didn't you?
I
Did we
must
have
have
4?
gotten it at the level up, yeah.
Because you were debating on it. It was one of the things you were debating on.
I was, that's right.
Because you were going to use on the Riz individuals.
I
Mhm.
was, yeah. Okay. I don't know if detect thoughts would do anything on him right now to figure out why he's not moving or to help him move.
What do you do?
Okay. I mean, I've
5.
already pulled her through
4,
with the thing, so I'm gonna
3.
stand there, I guess,
Okay.
outside of the room.
Top initiative. Zahn, it's your turn.
She is going to bonus action rage.
What does it look like when you go into a rage?
I haven't thought about this.
Make it up. Let's
partially-
go.
I
partially
ask
have.
really good questions. I'm sorry.
You really do. It's okay. So I think for her, it's more of a silent rage. Like she gets very focused,
Okay.
and it's almost like that other part of her is right beside her and is guiding her, and she's focusing on it.
Okay.
Yeah. So she becomes very
Red, where is your focus
fluid
right
in
now?
motion. The door.
No, Red.
My stone focus?
Where is your
Oh, where's my visual,
visual
focus?
focus?
It would be split between the doctor and Gesundheit.
As you are looking at the doctor and you look back to Zahn, you watch as her eyes just narrow. Her face grows more intense. And for a moment, you see where the smatterings of red and blue paint are. There seems to be something underneath the paint, some kind of tribal marking or glowing for the slightest of moments. And then you watch as her muscles almost seem to immediately dehydrate, but in a sense to where they become more pronounced. More, you can actually see some of the fibers as she focuses her physical intent against this stone door, and for a brief moment you see it stop moving.
And with that, she would like to push back on the door.
Make a strength check.
At advantage.
At advantage.
Trying to figure this out. There we go.
That's a strength
23.
save.
-2 onto that, so 21.
21. Yeah, the door stops moving.
Yeah. Okay. That, I think, will be her turn, and then, she looks to Red. Get Doc back here.
I already got one of them.
She just narrows her eyes, like, bracing against the door, like, I can't do anything. And that'll be her turn.
Okay. Doctor?
Yep.
Make a charisma saving throw for me.
Charisma, fuck you.
Oh.
Wow. They decent. 16.
Okay. You begin to feel from some place in your currently forced apathetic mindset, you begin to hear a voice beckoning, calling, saying, come this way. Come take a rest. Don't you want to lie down? Aren't you tired? And you block it out as you're able to push aside the effects of whatever it is that's keeping you here. Because the saving throw is at the top of your turn, not the end of your turn. You look forward just enough, and you can see. You don't know how you missed it. You don't know if it just appeared, but you do see an open and vacant sarcophagus not too far from you. But for the moment, your body is your own. What do you wish to do?
Cool. How far am I from the door? You said 35?
You are 35 feet from the door.
Movement action, dashing to that door.
Okay.
Actually, hold on. I'm gonna just do movement action, yeah.
Okay.
I was debating on something else because curiosity, but
no, please debate on something else. Do it. Do it.
No. I tossed the debate out for a bit.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm just getting through the door, getting to the other side, getting next to Eva and Red.
Okay. Zahn, you watch as the doctor makes his way essentially through the space you're in because he has to get between where you've wedged yourself in the doorway. But he gets through. He's a scrawny guy.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Everybody else is through. Zahn's in a doorway.
Do we need anything else in this room, or can I let the door go?
You should probably let it go before it ends up trying to shut itself on you, and you end up in 2 pieces.
It could try.
Strength check.
And this is where I die.
2 ones.
He's just letting it go. Wouldn't-
24.
Okay. It's getting a little harder to hold. Doesn't crush you yet. You keep it mostly at bay, but it does get a few itches on you.
Okay. Now that everybody's out.
If she doesn't feel safe to drop the door and all that, she can keep holding it for a bit, and I can get her out.
I think she'll be good enough to get out.
Okay. You just get out the way?
She'll shimmy. Yeah, she'll shimmy out quick.
Okay. I'm not going to make you roll for it. I could be a dick, but yeah, dex saving throw. No, there's no need.
That's not good.
You move out of the way, and the door just wham with incredible force slams shut.
Glad none of you were in between that door and the wall. That could have been bad.
Could have been bad for you too. That's stone.
Okay. Note to self. Don't try and open tombs that are sealed shut.
Not yet, anyway.
Yeah, that's true. So, should we check if the island is falling yet, or...
We weren't able to disrupt the magic. I'm certain it's fine, but we should probably head out nonetheless.
Dox is kind of being quiet, thinking.
You okay there, the doctor?
Just thinking.
I love how she says, like, the doctor. Like, boomers say, the marijuanas.
I mean,
That
that's
is
what he
how he
prefers to
introduced
be called.
himself.
I know, it's
Yeah.
just,
The
it just
doctor.
gets me.
That's why I chose the name. Just thinking, I heard a voice. Was the voice male or feminine?
Feminine.
Okay. We should get out of here. At the very least, I think these doors going to open up anytime soon.
Right. And anything that was on the other side of that door is just lost now.
Very likely. Doc just on the way back, Doc's just going to like watch the runes as we go back and see if they're still pulsing.
Okay. I mean, it's still holding whatever level of power they had when you guys came down.
Eva leaves her hand on the door for a minute and just mentally tries to reach out and says, "Thank you. I'll be back."
Okay. So do y'all head back?
And there are options, but too.
Yep, time to
Okay.
catch our boat before it leaves without us.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
As all of you head back, it's been a good few hours now. You go past the house. It is seemingly empty and vacant. As you get to where the ship is, you can see Rufus is seemingly to get the last couple things prepared. And he sees all of you and just, "Hey! Here!" He starts walking close
We're
to you guys.
alive.
Well, that's good. I About that raft. And he just kind of looks over and points to where you guys had tied your raft up.
Mm-hmm.
It has somehow been capsized over and is about 20 feet inland.
Right.
If anyone would like to make an intelligence check, you are welcome to.
I would love to make one.
Yeah.
Sure.
Give it to the dude who actually has a bonus to that.
It doesn't matter. My dice hate me tonight. That is a 10 for the doctor.
Okay.
16.
Okay.
It's a check, yeah?
Yep.
Somehow I got a 17.
Red and Zon, the two of you kind of look, trying to figure out what's going on. And after a moment looking around, both of you have that kind of like aha moment. And you're a little angry, you didn't think about it to begin with. Especially you, Red, because you come from an island that descends into the cloud ocean nightly. But you don't sail a lot either, but you understand the concept. Both of you realize that when you live on an island that descends into the cloud ocean, but you have to dock ships that are made to float on the cloud ocean, you have to give them a certain amount of slack on the rope. So last night, when the island went under, the raft came with it a little bit.
A little bit.
Raft's not ruined. It
Right.
didn't crash. It was a decently gentle rising and lowering.
Right. Well,
I'll get that fixed up. Zon will just try and flip it back over and drag it to the edge and put it back into the clouds.
Okay. Good strength check.
Nah. She's gonna fail under pressure. It's fine, you guys. Yeah, she's gonna fail under pressure.
You get it upright. It's a good start.
Cool. Mm-hmm.
And you realize,
Mm-hmm.
God, this thing is heavy, dragging it over hard ground.
Do we really need the raft, you guys? Like, you know.
I mean, we don't technically, but it's also in case of emergencies, you can also just sell it at port for extra money.
True.
do you need some help there, dear?
Mage Hand is not going to be lifting the raft.
Narrows her eyes at Red.
About this time, Red, you get the genius idea, since you did have a 17 on your intelligence check. Probably just tie it to the ship and drag it off.
You know, if you just tie it to the ship can move it. Just, had a thought.
Do we have enough rope to do that still? We've been using quite a lot of it.
Well, imagine we recovered the ones we used from getting down because we're not going down there anymore.
Right, and we were going to tie it to the ship anyhow.
San is still glaring at Red.
Red gives her the sweetest smile.
Let's just see if she does this. How frustrated is she? She does what I'm thinking. Fuck.
Oh,
She's going to rage and drag it into the clouds.
oh my god.
Okay. Make a strength
Really?
check
Yes.
with disadvantage.
With disadvantage.
You've already tried once.
So it
Dang it.
averages out to
It's
normal.
an average roll, yep.
It's all your fault, Red. 21.
21.
Still not enough. No, I'm just
You move it 21 feet.
kidding.
I'm kidding.
Yeah.
You get moving with it, and you start digging in. You've got 2 ropes, one over each shoulder, one on each arm, just crossed over your chest. You're just leaning forward like a 45-degree angle.
Yeah.
After about 5 solid minutes,
Mm.
you're tired. You're sweating, almost exhausted enough to give you exhaustion, but you're not exhausted. Definitely winded. But hey, it's back in the cloud ocean.
Yeah. She just looks at Red like, I needed help. Clearly.
She still is grinning and just kind of slow claps.
Hit him with a slow clap.
Yep.
Okay. Well,
Worth it.
all of you go ahead and get your things from the house. Load up into the ship. And maybe about an hour or 2 later, you're all off. Once again on the cloud ocean. Doctor, I'd imagine you would assist Rufus with his map.
Yes, the best I can.
Okay. So once again, all of you are back on your trip. Let's roll a couple of encounter dice.
And this is when we come across the pirates that burned down Jockey's ship.
Oh man, could you imagine?
Yep.
We'll do a few days worth at a time. Okay. On the first, and if there's anything you guys want to do as I'm narrating, just say, "Hey, Brandon, this is something I want to do." Just let me
I mean,
know.
we're still going to be doing the teaching of the languages.
Yes.
Okay.
I still owe you D20s.
Yeah, it's also true.
So you just let me know how many D20s I owe you.
Well, therein lies the question. Now that you've opened yourself to most of your current party, I'd say you could probably sustain yourself decently well, so long as you are within a certain radius of them every night. Because you have established that kind of a relationship with them.
Then it would be up to you on what that distance should be.
I would say while you're on the same ship, you're fine. So let's go with... Give me 2 for now. On the first day, all of you get to experience what happens when there is a thunderstorm, because you're riding on top of the clouds.
God.
So as you go over very, very choppy clouds, I need... Let me check something here. Eva and the doctor to give me Constitution saving throws.
Okay.
Do those first.
I think I fail.
Doctor,
jeez.
you're on the side of the ship. Hucking.
Mask beak open or mask up?
It's your call if you got to quick enough.
Maybe mask up because I wouldn't be able to unbuckle it fast enough.
Yep. Red and Zahn, as you two are pretty hardy because you are proficient in Constitution saving throws.
Mhm.
You both watch as the doctor just runs for an edge and doesn't unbuckle it, just lifts the whole mask off his face, just right off the edge.
Ooh,
Poor dear.
yeah. That's never fun.
But it is pretty choppy, and Doctor, as you're over the edge, you look down, it's just black fucking clouds and just loud thunder and flashes of lightning beneath you.
Weirdly enough, the player will find that very relaxing.
I'm sure that most of us as players would. But when it's also combined with choppy, technically super choppy ocean waters,
Mm.
Mhm.
that help you a whole lot.
Nah.
That's the first day. Second day, the weather is fine. And the third day, the weather is fine.
So other than like our ship duties, we'll probably just still doing the language lessons.
Yep.
Yep.
Holy shit, I rolled a 10 out of 10.
Okay. That'll be fun. On the third night, as all of you are getting a little used to smaller ship, serving what food you all brought with you, eating probably smaller meals. Eva, would you eat?
I mean, I think I have.
Do you have to?
The only thing that I have is that I don't need to breathe. I do have to eat, drink, and sleep.
Okay.
Currently.
Currently. Okay.
Working on it.
I just wanted to check because I wasn't really sure about that.
Mm.
Okay.
Reborn class gets to avoid all that.
Reborn, that's what it was. Okay. On the third night, as all of you are getting to sleep and finding yourselves just comfortable, heading back to what most of you call home now.
Mm.
As you push into the dream realm, Eva, knowing that it is time to take just a little piece for yourself to keep yourself going. You find yourself on a blackened landscape. Just you walking.
Nothing around.
Nothing
Like
around.
in the distance.
No, nothing.
Okay. I have no real choice but to go forward, so I'm just gonna see what happens.
Okay. As you're walking, you begin to hear the sound of and you look to the source and you can't find it till almost last minute, and you look up. You can see something is spinning at a high rate right towards you.
So,
Do you try and move?
yeah, I think I'm just gonna see if I can either duck or dodge. Whichever I have more time for.
Okay. Make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Oh, I'm decent at those. Said decent. 12.
12? Okay, that is
Oh.
enough. As you look up, you can see it coming, you move, and it just slams into the ground where you were just standing as you just barely move out of the way. And you look and you can see what looks to be a great axe has embedded itself into the perceivable ground next to you. There's no dirt or stone, it's just black.
If you wanted to kill me, Zon, at least do it while I'm awake.
It's not the time to do it when you're awake.
I'm gonna keep walking.
You take another step in the direction you were going.
Mm-hmm.
A javelin lands at your feet. Just thunk.
But still can't see anything.
No.
Gonna keep moving.
Okay. Zahn,
Uh-huh.
again, you don't understand the concept of what is a dream. For you, you have only lived in the memories that have been gifted, blessed to you.
Mm-hmm.
The space you find yourself in now is alien and uncomfortable, as it is nothing but black and endless. But you can see in the distance, even though you can't see in the dark. There's some kind of otherworldly gift or vision or light or something illuminating your path. About 40, 50, 60 feet away, you can see a familiar form of Eva.
She'll start walking towards her. Eva.
Eva, 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 Eva. Your voice echoes. Eventually, it finds your ears, Eva. You can see that Zahn seems almost just apparate out of the darkness.
I look behind me. Do I see the weapons still in the ground?
Nope, they're gone.
Darn. I was gonna make a smart comment.
Where are we?
I could ask you the same thing.
I know
This-
that I am asleep. Is this what dreaming is?
Mm, not usually. Well, maybe it is, but that's not how most people normally experience it. I'll leave it at that. Normally, we see people, places, things that we either remember or have some sort of tie to that is similar. I've never seen the void before like this.
Would she'd be able to put two and two together?
Let's
that-
say, given your tribe and how connected they are with that, especially spiritually, yeah.
I think this is my dream. And that when I usually sleep, I recall others' dreams or others' memories, what they have been through, so I don't recall my own in the time at night. But that begs the question, why are you here?
This is my food.
Your food?
In a manner of speaking. I do
Just a-
require actual food.
Just a midnight snack.
If I do not partake in somebody's dream, then it is essentially the same as starving myself.
Ah, then I'm sorry that you shall starve tonight.
You know, it might not be a bad thing.
Might not be.
Because usually, whenever I have to partake in a dream, a tiny piece of it comes out. You're not losing anything.
Hmm. Well, this is very interesting. I've never known what it is to dream or have a nightmare, but this is certainly an experience.
DM, can I try those words to conjure one of my own memories to try and like show her? Like, I don't know how much I can manipulate this space.
Uh. Mm,
It is technically her space.
I know.
So if she like offered it aloud and then opened her mind to it. Oh, but no, she would
I'm
probably.
already in your mind, dear.
That's true. She would have to consult the other.
I mean, if it's not possible, then I'm okay with it. I was just curious.
I just don't like saying no. I'm trying to think of an interesting way to go about this. So I don't know how much to speak on. I would say as you reach to that familiar gift that you know you are slowly gaining familiarity with, Eva,
Mm-hmm.
you try to grab for it, but it's like grabbing mist. It's tangible to a point, but then once you think you have your grasp on it, it just slips right through your fingers. Something here is preventing you from reaching that gift.
Interesting.
Lost your camera on stream, Brandon, by the way.
I know. I'm having allergy problems today.
Okay.
I figured nobody will see me blow my nose.
What were you trying to do there?
I was just curious to see if I could show you what it's like when we dream. But it seems that there's something else at work in your mind, keeping it at bay from me, which is honestly not surprising.
It
You-
comes with the territory of who I am, and Harith typically does that.
We all have our own perks, trust me. You should see what you get out of Red's mind. It's great.
Oh, I can only imagine. I feel like she's literally hot-headed as she seems.
Sometimes.
Only all the time. It's fine.
Fine.
You flare every once in a while, and then you calm down. It's fine.
Mm. Well, welcome, I guess, to my mind.
It's very dark in here.
It is.
Also, please don't throw weapons at me again.
I'm sorry, I saw something in the distance and I really didn't know what it, instinct kind of got me there.
I mean, if you have to throw weapons to defend yourself, you have to throw weapons. I get it.
Yeah,
But
yeah. Next time, now that I know that you can be in here at the same time, I'll make sure not to attack you right away.
well, yes, I will. Actually, that's an interesting question because she doesn't have dreams technically or memories. Do I actually get sustenance from this?
Nope, you go hungry.
Okay, cool.
Whoops.
Then we will just pass the time until she wakes up.
Make that a note for the next time.
Will do. So
All right.
that means my DC actually goes up by 1.
Goes up by 1.
Whoops.
Whoopsies.
Nope, that's fine.
Has
It's getting
happened
great now.
sometime. Yep.
Because now I get to check every night.
Oh,
Yep.
great. I think in this quiet moment,
Mm-hmm.
Zahn would actually find the time to do one of her not so ferocious hobbies. And she would pull out her Tagelharpa and just start playing that.
Okay.
Because she can. Probably not the best, probably doesn't sound the best, but she can try.
What was this again?
That was her instrument.
What's it called?
Tagelharpa.
What does it look like?
I'm posting it right there. It's like a long, 3-foot long kind of piece of wood, 3 strings, and it has like almost a handle sort of thing, and she pulls out a bow. Is that what it?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, and she starts playing that.
Yeah, essentially.
It's very eerie
Okay.
in the dark here.
Make a performance check.
Oh,
For the bard.
she's not made for this. Performance with a +0, you guys.
Always roll
But
high.
it's decent. 15.
There you go.
Yeah.
Eva, you watch as she kind of sets her pack down, and out of it she pulls this long, flat, lute-like device. It has about 3 kind of varying thickness strings across it, and it has this pretty well, I wouldn't say like ivory, but made to look like ivory bow. And she begins to play it, and with a pretty good level of skill.
I'm going to listen to it as she's playing it. And then after a couple minutes, she's going to pick up on it. And in her mind, she's starting to already think of lyrics to go with it. And she's going to start making a song out of it.
Okay. Make an insight check for me.
Insight.
Yep.
Oh god. 6.
6?
6.
Okay, never mind.
Oh no, I want to know.
But an unknown amount of time passes before you feel that pull of consciousness rising your bodies. And you awaken.
Yay, fun.
Yay!
With that, we're going to break.
Woo!
Notice how late it got already.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So we're going to go take a quick 15-minute break, y'all. When we come back, we will see what awaits them for their return to Wingata. And remember, it's break time here, so go get your snacks. Because I'm going to get my snacks, that's for sure. Hello, welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out during snack break. Hopefully, you guys had fun. I didn't refill my water, but I only drank just not even half yet, so it should be good. Unless I have to do a lot of talking in the second half, we're okay.
I mean, you never know.
Yeah, we're just
Depends
gonna
what
be
you do.
quiet, sit here, and say nothing. Good luck, Brandon.
Yeah.
Make up a story.
No, don't make me do this by myself. Help me. All right. Well, we're gonna get right back into it. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and I'll get these from Eva later. I'm not gonna ask them right now, but we are going to move forward with the entire journey back. Should a couple of rolls determine it possible, because there's always room for a little bit of chance. So I would like all of you to just take a minute to think about how your character would assist in the returning trip to Wingata.
Okay.
Doctors on navigation.
Okay?
Red's up high in the crow's nest.
Okay. There's not really a crow's nest, but there is a mast you can climb up.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Not quite
Could
big
say.
enough to justify a full-blown crow's nest. Like there's it doesn't have the basket. There's a place to sit. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
make you hold up there with strength alone. There's a place to sit.
What
But there's
strength?
no basket or anything. This is
Fine.
I love you.
You better.
So, Doctor's navigation, Red's taking perception checks. Zahn?
She's going to help in any way with the sales, moving stuff around. You know, the heavy duty shit that nobody else wants to do or can do.
Okay.
Yep.
I will
Yeah,
just.
literally everyone else has negative strength. So yeah.
You all have 8.
No, you're good. If you are
Yeah.
looking to just remember a couple of things, navigation's covered,
Mhm.
outlook is covered.
Mhm.
You were all told, so I won't be that dick and like knock you for this. Just a reminder, all of your characters would know this, it'd be prevalent in their minds. Food was a big issue. So
Is
I know Eva stepped away for a hot second, but are you back, Miss Eva?
I am now. Hi.
Welcome back. I was
Thank
just
you.
asking everybody that we're probably going to move forward with the entire journey, determine it
Okay.
upon a couple of rolls. So I was
Yup.
seeing what does your character do to assist in making this trip viable? Doctor has taken navigation. Red is going to be on the lookout in the crow's stool, essentially. Not really a nest. more of just a little seat at the top of this mast.
Mm-hmm.
Then I will probably be running up and down the rigging using my spider climb to not fall off,
Okay.
and taking care of sails, posts, anything that needs
Well,
rigging.
can I interject here really quick?
What do you got?
One of us should probably try and fish.
I can try and fish. I see. This is a new player thing. I don't know if fishing is a thing in the ocean.
Fishing is a thing. That's a very good
Mhm.
question.
Then
There
yes.
are a very particular multitude of species that have found a way to live and thrive in the cloud ocean. I would say that the
Okay.
common knowledge and reason for this is that in order to do a lot of the things that are accomplished here above the clouds, it was discovered they could make a couple of tears here and there to the elemental plane of air.
Okay.
So some of those
Yeah.
creatures came through.
Oh, great.
And then over the
Is it
200 some odd years, it's made enough to, at least for the individual who owns this boat, to at one time make a living as a fisherman.
Okay. Yeah, she will definitely try to fish. If she catches anything, who knows?
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I'm just going to go as it is on in front of me. I'm going to go left or right as I see the screen. So, Red, give me a perception check, please.
Lovely.
Lovely.
That's gonna have some help dice on it. All right. Cool, the best one. It only added one.
Only added one.
No.
I got a 12.
Okay. Hang on to that number. Actually, I'll just write it down.
Mm-hmm.
Right next to your name. 12. Zahn, give me, actually, for this one, let you choose. You
Okay.
and Rufus can make your own checks, or he can assist you, or you can choose to assist him.
Ooh. What would I be rolling?
You would be rolling a survival check.
I'll take the advantage.
Okay, please roll a survival check.
I'm glad I did that.
what'd you get?
22.
All right.
Yeah.
Eva, you're going to be assisting with your spider climb by keeping the sails how they need to be and keeping other like items. How are you helping?
I mean, whatever needs to be tied down, thrown over, pulled up, pulled down, just doing deck tasks, I guess. I
Okay.
don't even know what you would call that necessarily, but
Make. Let me see here. Give me a moment as I look at your character sheet.
uh-oh.
Give me an acrobatics check.
Okie dokie. 19.
Okay. And Doctor.
Yes.
You give me, let's see here for this. This would just be, they'll have varying DCs, so you can choose which one you want.
Okay.
Give me a simple intelligence check, or you can give me a survival check.
Now here's the question: how well do I trust my dice?
That's the thing. Whichever one you choose, there's a D to C for either one. So you let me know which one you want.
I logically go with a higher modifier, right? So intelligence.
Okay. Roll an intelligence check, please.
17.
Okay. Please hold. That doesn't seem right. I think my finger slipped. That still doesn't seem right. I'm sorry, Alex. One moment, please. Doing some checking. That's better. That's what I thought. Okay. Overall, that is a group success. Let me see here. Eva, you're gonna have fun with this one. I just need to know how many natural ones you roll out of about 30 rolls.
What kind of die am I rolling? Is the
D20.
question.
D20.
And you said you need 30?
I need 30. I know how many natural ones you have.
All right, let's see how long it takes D&D Beyond to do that.
Wish I can see the dice spray on that.
1, 2. That might be it, actually. Hold up. Let me pull up the... No,
Yeah.
show me the whole thing. Show me the whole thing.
I only see 2 in there.
I got it. Click the shadow dice at the left hand, bottom left hand.
All right,
Shows
hang on.
all the
I can just
dice.
hover over it. I got 1. I got 2.
Just got 2, I think.
Yeah. Okay. So for natural ones, there's only 2.
Okay. About halfway through your journey back home, there is a night where, let me see here, who is going to be the catalyst this time? Let's roll a d4. Okay. Very well. Red.
Oh, hi.
You find yourself shocked, or at least perceived consciousness. As you get up and look around, everything around you is in this constant state of heat and flame and consistently blowing winds. Did you ever watch the Constantine movie with Keanu Reeves?
Yeah.
Remember how hell looked?
Yep, I sure do.
It's exactly like that. Everything around you is exactly as you mostly remember it, but it is in this constant filter of flame and wind. As you find yourself standing in the place where your grandfather died. The place where various individuals died. The place where something within you reared back and said, "No, I will not be your tool." Unfortunately, with your inability, your sheer incompetence to wield this power, the individual who raised you and who loved you and who treated you like nothing else than the human you thought you were also perished. And as this washing of pain and horrible intensity comes over you, you look and you can see just off in the corner, you can see Eva, her hand against the wall, mouth open, flexed even, fangs extended, as all the muscles in her face are tense. You can watch as the brickwork in a very familiar pattern begins to slowly dissipate and break down and become absorbed into her hand. You've seen this effect before in the halls of the iridescent palace. The souls of the lost within the walls, stripped to nothing but bare magic. And for the first time, you truly see what she is.
Eva.
But for Red and Eva,
Mm.
the two of you, the table is yours. Do as you wish.
Eva, snap out of it.
Do I register her voice at all?
Nope. There is nothing but the hunger and the beyond enjoyment of finally getting a good fucking meal.
Can she tell if the memories are leaving her, or is it just this specific dream?
You don't feel like anything's being taken from you.
Okay.
Not on a scale that it would be concerning.
Okay.
But you do know that you do sense that the longer she seems to be there, the more control you have over your own ability to remember this is a dream. This was once real, but is not real in this moment. I'm dreaming. I'm dreaming. Its hold over me is only of a dream.
Can she tell? She can tell that Eva's getting sustenance from it, right?
Oh, yeah.
And it's not harming her in the slightest, right?
Not from what you can tell.
Okay. It's only just being in the place where she knows things happened.
Yep.
And whatever residual trauma is left over from that.
Let's say that's a pretty fair guess.
Okay. She is going to go over to Eva
Okay.
and be a little wary of being right in front of her,
Okay.
but instead kind of
oh no, why would you be that? No.
she is going to hug her from the side. and just wait.
Okay. Doesn't
Because as far as she can tell, it's not really hurting her at all, and it's providing Eva with sustenance.
doesn't take too long. But where her hand once was, when it withdraws, there is a permanent void.
Eva, can you hear me now?
Just turn and look at her. No change in the face.
Well, everybody has to eat, and this doesn't appear to be hurting me at all, other than remaining in this place. I'll wait with you. She's still hugging her, not letting go.
Okay. Eva will keep feeding on whatever is her primary source right now.
Okay. Few moments, not even a minute or two pass, and you feel like you have adequately sustained yourself, Eva.
I mean, she's gonna keep waiting until Eva does something, because she's tried to reach out a couple of times and nothing.
I'll put my hand down, done feeding off of whatever that was. Eva's not familiar with it. Just kind of glance off to the side at Red. Eyes still that crimson, deep crimson color. Fangs still extended.
And she'll take a step back, but not in fear or apprehension or anything negative, just to get a better look. Are you full now?
For the time being. You really shouldn't be taking chances. Not like this.
You're my friend. If I don't take chances for friends, who do I take them for? You needed the sustenance, apparently. Pretty
You're
badly.
lucky it wasn't you.
If it had been, my reaction would have been entirely different. I can keep myself safe. This didn't hurt me.
Alive.
Alive.
But the curse doesn't need you to be alive to spread, necessarily.
Hmm.
The living just happen to be able to do more than the dead can. And you can see, like, she's not trying to be mean, but her attitude is much colder than you're used to.
Yeah. Hmm. Far as I can tell, I may be coming to the end of whatever I have left. If I come back, I come back. If I don't, I don't.
Ironic, isn't it? I could offer you immortality. I don't think you would want it.
I want my own back. Generous offer though it may be. Can you imagine that? A fanged phoenix.
Player has some very interesting images in my brain right now. I can come up with some ideas. Let's go. I mean, who knows what form you would take in that case?
Well, I don't even know if I'll ever really be able to be in that form again, so. But in any case, that's neither here nor there. This isn't about me. Look, you needed sustenance from one of us. Might as well be the one who's lived the most.
I can't say no. Sadly.
Right. And if I'd pushed you out or if I'd woken, you might have had to go again, and it might not have been me next time. It might have been somebody who's not had as much as I have.
Perhaps.
And again, you're my friend.
Just like I said, you should be careful in the future. If there comes a time when I truly do lose all of my restraints, it won't matter who you are or what you are. I'm pretty sure I'm faster than most people.
I'm fairly certain.
You should be far, far away if that day comes.
Noted. In either case, nothing bad happened this time.
Indeed. And I thank you.
Of course. Shall we try to wake then?
A little bit of effort. Familiar with the process. Everyone wakes up. Weeks pass. Days become the month. Before too long, longer than some of you would probably have liked, you eventually read as you are helming the crow's stool.
Lovely.
Doctor, you are assisting with charting the course, and you would have a pretty good grasp of how far out you are.
Mm-hmm.
Eva, you find yourself just enjoying, for the first time, actually enjoying where you are. And Zahn, as you look over the front of the ship, in awe and wonder at the island of Wingata. Midday at this point. You see before you, Zahn, a towering, mountainous-like peak of land. From the angle coming in, you can see the Surwich Fields, just off to the left. Wide open plains for roaming beasts. Directly in front of you, a heavily infrastructured port city-like area. City wouldn't be the right word though, as the city itself resides further in. A single massive sprawling of stone, brick roads, lumber, and an interesting device seeming to float 50, 60 feet above the ground level. For Yuzan, the first time seeing the arcane railway as it picks up deliveries right there on the dock and ships them off to various parts of the island. A welcoming sight for Eva, Doctor, and Red. As all of you come to make port. You can see the kids are at the edge of the front of the ship right next to Yuzan. Just, wow. Just wide-eyed.
She looks the exact same. She's like a child here.
It's like,
What is this?
It's about to be a golden retriever barbarian.
Yes, she is.
As the ship gets closer, Rufus kind of looks over to Doctor. Well, made it.
Been a while, but I'm glad to be back. Well, you and your family are welcome to come by my apothecary for dinner.
Well, I think I should probably try and figure out work first.
I'm sure that the dock master probably has something.
All right. He gets back to the helm and starts bringing you guys in. Before too long, you are docked. Grab your things. Is there anything interesting? What would you all like to do first?
Red would beeline for the captain.
Yeah, I think we'll go to the captain first. But I do have a question.
Okay.
You spent a month on that boat, correct?
Yeah.
And every day we worked on the Elvish and as well as the Nosh.
True.
Did we make any headway?
I would say
for it.
I would say you would be the equivalent of half proficiency in those languages.
Ooh.
All right.
So
So
you
they
can
can halfway read my notebook.
you can
Got it.
make a note of that.
Oh yeah.
Will do.
All of you are grab your things, you head off the ship, and you are once again, for the three of you, back in familiar streets. For you, Zon, your sole purpose to come to this place was to check out this hint you have been given of needing your expertise within the mines. Which at the time you thought was odd, but you just figured it's because you were a stout individual.
So, I know I spent like the last month with you guys and all that. Once, like, you finished your business here, could you show me where the mines are?
Yes. Shouldn't be too difficult to do so.
Okay. I mean, of course, after all your business, I mean, I'm just, I'm not in a rush. Clearly.
Right.
if you want to join me, you guys can absolutely try and mine stuff, but
I need to get back to my shop.
I need to get back to my other duties.
And
other duties.
Other duties. We should stop by and see the captain really quick.
yes, I wonder if he got my message.
I wonder. Well, we're about to find out.
All right. Does everybody head to the captain's?
Not to be weird or anything, but should we take bless you because
She can
the
wait
captain doesn't know her.
She can wait outside.
Right.
I imagine we have that talk in his office.
Right. Something that it was kind of covert. I don't know if he'd want other people in
I
on
mean,
it.
you could just say that I was your other friend that got transferred because of some sort of magical experience. Or I could just wait outside.
I think
I
waiting
mean-
outside's better.
Unfortunately, and this one isn't just me being a bitch. This one is,
Mm. Good to know.
we were contracted for this, so it'd be odd to.
Oh. Cool. I'll just wait outside then.
Yeah,
right.
We won't be long.
Yeah, okay.
Hopefully.
Don't get arrested.
Mm,
Meanwhile, she goes and gets arrested because she causes a fight. It's
mhm,
fine.
mhm. Cool. So they go and visit the captain.
Mhm.
And then after that, after the captain, maybe we should go and let Eva check on.
Yes, Eva can go back to her daughter, obviously.
Right.
Okay.
And you all know where to find me. I'll be at the apothecary.
Right.
Zahn, if you don't have a place to stay, I do have an extra room.
Oh, I would appreciate that. If they don't have lodgings there, I will gladly take you up on that. Might need
Probably.
your help too for that too. Yeah.
Okay. So, Red, you are heading to the captain,
Yes.
who is joining you.
Doctor is.
Okay. Zahn, you want to go with them and just wait outside?
Yeah.
Eva, where are you going?
Is she AFK?
Maybe.
Okay. Unless
I
she
assume she'd probably go with them.
probably would go see her daughter.
Oh, well, yeah, that too.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll
Well, I mean, she did. We can probably drop her half the payment off.
yeah.
Right.
So I'll say she probably went to go catch up with her daughter. The rest of you head towards the captain's. Zahn, this is your first time here. Walk you through it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The place you entered was definitely through the docks. And what you immediately notice is that as you get further inland, the building materials seem to have a gradual shift from being a mixture of lumber stone to stone and worked brick to just well worked brick. The streets where you started in the ports, everything's paved to a degree. You notice as you get further inland, it's a much better job and well maintained pavement or stone roadway. Following your two companions, you head towards an interesting clash of cultures. As you get to close to this area, you notice that there's some buildings that seem to be abandoned or deconstructed. As you notice, there is a drastic, hard line where the city region, known as the Faydrift Dynasty, stops and the Surwich Fields starts. There's no fence. There is no like patrol or anything like that. Just a easy to see clash of buildings, grass. And it fluctuates a bit because some buildings are in the process of being deconstructed, some are in the process of being building, and still it's definitely kind of a fluctuating thing depending upon the needs of the city or the needs of the fields.
Mm-hmm.
But about 30 feet into the fields, you can see there is now a lone standing larger brick building. Last time Red and Doctor were here, there was at least some other buildings around it. They're gone.
Well,
Whose property will be on it?
You have no idea. You have been gone.
Yeah. Because last we remembered the 3 families, one family had their land split between the other 2.
Yep.
So.
Could
Either
she
way,
tell?
either family it is, we're on good terms at least. So.
Right.
What were we going to say?
Can she tell the present occupants? Like, are there any signs of the present occupants at all?
Oh, there's still the guard symbol.
Okay.
Everything's still there.
Good.
It's just the surrounding buildings have been deconstructed.
Okay. Right. Well, I'm sure the captain can fill us in on whatever happened around here. Shall we?
Yes.
And she will go into the building.
Okay. You head inside, and there's a familiar halfling individual sitting at the desk, furiously writing.
I cannot remember the captain. The captain was not a halfling, correct?
Correct.
No, it's not.
Okay. Hello. We'd like to speak to Captain Gallon, please.
Huh?
The captain, is he in?
What? You see, he kind of sits up and kind of turns his left side a little closer to you.
Captain Gallon, is he in or not?
Whirlwind? No, there's no whirlwind.
Lord have mercy. All right, I'm going back to the office. Bye. She'll go ahead and walk straight back to the office.
Doc just follows.
You can hear him. Stop, you guards! And then immediately, like, a door opens right next to you, and someone just comes running out to just essentially shoulder check the shit out of you.
She's gonna sidestep that person.
Okay.
And slap on a smile and be like, so I'm trying to find the captain, but he thought I was talking about a whirlwind. Maybe you need
Make
somebody
an
up there who can
acrobatics
actually.
check for me.
Oh, jeez. Fine. Be a 17.
Okay, I rolled a natural 20.
No, you didn't. Oh, well, I guess I don't have time to DM Bane that.
Do you want to?
I mean, yeah.
Okay. Let's roll another one. Oh my god, you can't believe me. You kidding me?
No, it's not another 20. I'm going to smush something.
No, it's a 5.
Okay. Okay.
So the guy comes out and he does hit you, but just sheer from your past, the things you've done before, you roll with it and grab him by the shoulders and you sling him into the wall.
All right, so I'm looking for the captain. The short dude up front apparently is really hard of hearing because he thought I was talking about a whirlwind. Can I just go back to the office? Is he in? Do you know?
And at this point, you can feel a spear pressing against your back.
She doesn't care.
Right. First, we're going to ask you to step back, miss.
I would, but there's a spear in my back.
Right. Just let him go and move to your left.
Okay. And she moves to her left. She's used to this.
The spear does not go with you. As you turn, you can see the second individual that's holding it.
Tell me it's the halfling. Tell me it's the halfling.
No. It's two human individuals. You want to
Right.
see who?
Captain Gallon.
You can see both of their demeanors immediately shift. And
Okay.
the
She's inciting that crap.
roll an insight check.
Okay.
That could be doing the same thing.
Oh, that's a friggin' 12. It's fine.
That's like 20 total for the doctor.
Oh, good
Okay.
lord. Okay.
You can tell it's like shock almost. Like, how do they, like,
New? The doctor to speak up. I assume you two are new in the last couple months.
well, no, it's just,
Well, spit it out.
he's dead.
Really?
One.
Okay.
Well, he went out one night to check the borders and been eaten.
Was there a body?
Yeah.
How long ago?
2-3 weeks.
Can you tell me where?
Yeah. Follow the fence line between the what's their name? The Dragonborn family.
Moscow's.
Moscow's, yes.
Yes. Go out of here, head east a little bit. Run into their fence line. Follow to the end. Just somewhere around there.
Any sign that was more than just being eaten? I would assume it's by one of the sky sharks, since that was a problem not too long ago.
Yeah, that's what we figured for the most part.
That's odd. Given last time they were being drawn in.
They were.
They don't usually come in this far.
Well, he was at the borders.
Fair enough.
Any idea why he was out there so far?
His duty night.
Well, it's a shame. Came back to report our mission, but
Well, you
our
can
mission's been void.
check in with our new leadership.
Who's that?
That would be Abel. And make a history check, Brad.
Okay, because I was gonna say she's got the functionary feature where she knows the seedy underbelly like the back of her hand.
Yeah, I know.
So can she make it with advantage because she does know the seedy underbelly with the back of her hand?
Yes, she can.
Oh yeah. Okay. Oh. All right. Advantage roll. And she's going to slap her last help dice on it. Hopefully I get more than a 1 this time. Oh, good. That's an 18.
18?
Yep.
Yeah, you've heard this individual before.
Good news, bad news, indifferent.
but not in the context of a guard. The last
Where's he
time
from?
you heard this name was an individual who was with a particular organization known as the Twisted Dagger.
The Twisted Dagger. Okay.
You knew them. At least your information on the Twisted Dagger is that they are a interesting group of individuals who sees themselves as the true rulers of the cities. Their phrase and motto being, "Those who rule the shadows rule the streets." That is where we're going to end tonight's episode.
All right.
Guess we're not getting paid.
Not suspicious at all.
Nope.
Not at all,
Yeah.
no.
Nope.
No.
I'm really hoping this has nothing to do with what I think it has to do with.
I'm really hoping we get level 5, and then I can go. I can just go resurrect the captain for a second for a talk.
Right.
Well, thank you all so much for being here tonight. To our lovely viewers, we hope you enjoyed it. To my fantastic table, thank you so much for being here. I hope you guys had fun and enjoyed it.
Oh,
And thank you for being here and running it for us.
I'm just out here to make you guys hate me and question every decision you make.
I already do that. No need.
I don't question my decisions. I just overanalyze the results.
I just overanalyze. Brandon said there was a piece of cloth in the room. He said it was exactly in this corner. Why'd he point it out so much?
Yeah.
It's an odd detail we're going to point out.
Yeah. Why did he specifically say the white cloth is in the corner? Write that down.
Oh my god.
Pull on it, doesn't something happen?
Yeah. Oh my goodness gracious. Alrighty then. Well, we hope you all have a great night. If you enjoy what you see here, make sure you come back Sunday to see the conclusion of our March themed one shot that we pulled from our Patreon. So if you love it and like it, you should check out our Patreon because we have a lot of great things there for you. But until Sunday, yeah, it's got to be a plot item. Chat. Chat always has the best ideas. But until then, have a great one. Remember to just have fun with this game. And most importantly, get your snacks. Good night, everybody.